Hello class, just wanted to drop you a video before you get started with this week's assignments and just clarify a few things. Make sure that you always begin your week looking at the information for your class on Moodle, and you will look at it week by week. This week we're coming up on is week 4, and so you need to make sure that you're looking at the 4th section. It should be the one that's open and the one that's visible to you. If it's not visible, then chances are it's not what you need to be looking at. And so make sure that you start by looking at Moodle, and you're going to see this week a resource link to the Tar River Symphony website, which are going to give you a couple of dates for concerts that are coming in February and in March. And so you need to check that out and look at it. Also, there's just a fun video for you to look at, kind of as an introduction to the Middle Ages and the time of history that we are getting ready to read about this week. And so you can check that out. I also put in a picture of some medieval chant music. And so you can just take a look at it, because it's, to put it in perspective, that is the written music of this time period that we're getting ready to have our quiz over this week. And so my suggestion to you is this, that for this week that you begin by reading your text. And then the next thing that you go to is the Learn Smart activity, because it is just that. It's an activity, and you can come back to it, and you can do it multiple times. And it will allow you to look at the answers, read the text as you answer the questions. Because if you get straight into the reading quiz that you're going to have, it's pretty extensive, and you do not get to multiple chances on that. And so make sure that you start this week with the Learn Smart activity. It will allow you to go through at least the first section, and I think you can save and exit, and then you can complete it the following week. And so it's not due for a couple of weeks, and you'll see that on the assignment. So start with the Learn Smart, do the reading, start with the reading, then you can do the Learn Smart and do the listening, and then the very last thing that you want to do this week is the reading quiz. If you feel ready to do that, I will warn you, this week's reading quiz is going to have some listening, and I'm going to go through that so that you can know what to do once you get into that part of the website. So I'm going to split the screen now. And so this is your Moodle page. And you will go into section 4. Let me go ahead and make this visible. You go into section 4. Here is this video YouTube link. It's kind of a rundown of just history. Here's looks a little like chicken scratch, but that is the music of the Gregorian chants. And you'll see all these edit things on mine right now. Here is the Tar River link for the 2 concerts coming up. We do have concerts that are required for you to attend this semester, and so I'm just giving you a heads up on some of these activities. Some of these concerts. And then I'm going to start breaking this down into Connect assignments, and then also I'm going to put Moodle assignments. Right now you don't have any Moodle assignments, but back up here on week 2 I changed it and split them up, because some of you are getting confused whether you should be on Moodle or whether you should be on Connect. And so this week everything that you're doing is on Connect. There will be no forum question. And so what I was saying just a minute ago, go ahead and start with the week 4 listening, which you can always find on your syllabus. Your week 4 reading. And then you can work through the Learn Smart activity, through the Middle Ages, which I think is page 79. And then you can start, as you do that, correspond with the reading, do each listening assignment. And so like the first one that you're going to come to is the Alleluia. And so listen to the Alleluia as you read about it. And so don't listen to all of the listening all at once, because then you don't know what to listen to and it doesn't make any sense to you. And so as you go into the reading, you'll see that, well, this isn't visible to you yet, but you will see that in the book, you'll see that the Alleluia is the first thing that you're going to come to. I've put Learn Smart on under Unit 2. Put Learn Smart here, and make sure that you go under the practice part. You can, if you're in the read view, then you need to go to the practice part, which helps you and takes you to the right questions. Here's a listening outline. As always, you listen to those and submit. So maybe in this first day of reading or whatever, you might listen to just this one, or you might listen to these first two. And then once you get to the end of all that, you've done the Learn Smart Middle Ages section, go on to the reading quiz, because that is only a one-time submission. All right. I'm going to pause this. Okay, so let me just make sure everybody understands what to do with this Learn Smart activity. You're going to click on it, and the LS is what stands for Learn Smart. I'm going to go ahead and click Preview, and you're going to go into this program. It should open up the book and everything that goes along with Learn Smart. Let me pause it while it's opening. Okay, I have changed my mind about going into Learn Smart activity. It's really not responding right now. Something about me having all these different screens on. My computer's just not wanting to open it. I wanted to, because many of you wanted to know how to figure out what your grades were for the test. And so I just wanted to show you this. This is the Performance tab. You're going to go under Reports, and I'm not sure how many options you have, but you should be able to see your assignment results. And so I don't know how many options you have for looking at different things, but you should be able to see by clicking on an Elements test. You should be able to see and then view that report. I see everybody's grades, so I'm not going to click on this and bring everything up. I will click, but get all of your and so you should be able to see assignment results, and then you should be able to see your name and what you made out of 150 points. That's how you find that portion of the Connect website. Make sure that when you do your listening that you submit every one so you get full credit. Everything should be working this week. And then I think the only other thing that I need to talk about is please make sure that you look at Moodle first. I had a lot of people asking me about the password. And if you had read week 3 talking about your test and what your password was, you'd have seen it just as clear as day. Everything's right here. And here was the password. And I had numerous emails that could have been avoided had you read this. So every week, Moodle is where you start, and then you look at, there may be a video, like I'm going to put this video that I'm making now. I'm going to put it under Resources. Anytime you see that I've put up a video, you need to watch it, because a lot of things will be explained in the video that you wouldn't otherwise understand. And then you need to start working on your assignments. I've given you instructions on how to start those assignments this week. And so you can also check out your grades on Moodle. Make sure that you go into the grade tab, and if you've missed assignments and you've missed deadlines, I'm sorry that you're behind, but you need to make sure that you're the one keeping up with your deadlines and all of your assignments and activities that are on this course page. Moodle is where you start. Connect is where you do the work. I transfer the grades to Moodle unless it's a Moodle assignment. And so, just so you know, that's the way it's going to work every week. And so, everybody hang in there. You got a lot of work to do this week and next week. This week we will just look at the Middle Ages, and next week we will discuss the Renaissance period. I'm going to pause this for one more moment because I want to talk to you about the quiz. Okay, this is the first page of your quiz for this week. And so I need to make sure that once you get to this page that you know what to do. There are 27 questions. Each page is worth 2 points. So you see question 1 here, and you scroll forward for each of the quizzes. Now, for this set of questions, you're going to see several different things that it's going to ask you. And here is how you get to the listening portion that goes with this portion of the quiz. Make sure that you view the listening outline so that you know how to answer the questions. And so it's going to be, here's one of the first questions. It's always going to say basic listening. So in this section, provide basic information about the section you heard. Well, you're not going to know what you've heard unless you listen to this first. So make sure you go to the listening outline, play some of it or all of it or whatever you want to do, and then answer these questions. What is the makeup of the performing ensemble in this selection? It should give you multiple choices, several female and male voices, several male voices, several female voices. The answer to this one is several male voices, but you're not going to know that unless you listen to the online listening piece. And it's like that for the first 6 questions. So make sure that you're looking for the listening excerpt that goes with those questions. All right. I don't think I have anything else I need to tell you. You're welcome to call me, text me, email me, and let me know if you have run into any problems. And as always, if you see that you're going to have difficulty, like we had some people with power outages and had their internet down and didn't have any way of doing their work, or they waited until after the snow came and then it was a mess to try to get your work done. So please look at this early in the week so that you don't run out of time at the end of the week. And then also, if you know that you're going to have difficulty getting things done, please email me instead of just not doing the work. I can grant extensions if you have extenuating circumstances, but if I don't know anything about them, then I can't grant anything. And so make sure that you are in touch with me if you're running into problems so that I can help you not to get zeros and not to only get partial credit. So have a great week, and I will talk to you next week.